Welcome back to Straight Shoot, guys, and Vidge and I are doing a video on the fly. We are talking a little bit of TNA Slammiversary. Dude, it feels like WrestleMania season right now. We had All In, we had Evolution, we've had some great episodes of SmackDown and Raw. Like, for a little while there, SmackDown and Raw were slacking. But we've had some great episodes of Raw. We've obviously got the return of the OTC. But I'm telling you right now, we're talking TNA. And TNA, you and I think we both agree, have had some of the best storylines, involvement. Overall, and take this when you want to take this. But I think TNA, since this partnership with WWE, obviously it is a massive positive for TNA. Obviously, going into Slammiversary, this is going to be the largest crowd in TNA history. Where are they? They're in New Jersey for this, right? They're in Jersey?
No, they're in Long Island.
They're in Long Island. Okay. Oh, yeah. Enzo Amore. Okay. Can't wait to get on that part. This is going to be one of the largest crowds that TNA's ever gotten. I also think there's going to be a lot of WWE executives keeping a very close eye on this, not just because of the talent. They're obviously going to look at merchandise. They're going to look at eyes on the product. I do not normally buy outside WWE PLEs or pay-per-views. I have personally purchased Slammiversary, which I never thought I was going to do, kind of after Dixie Carter.
That's crazy, bro.
You know, I've not purchased TNA in a while. Obviously, I had my contract with TNA last year, and obviously I got everything for free for a while. But this is one that I'm excited for.
Yeah, the last Slammiversary, the last time that I purchased TNA was Trinity versus Jordan Grace.
Yeah, see, I got that one from TNA from them. So yes, that's the last one I remember.
So that's the last one that I purchased. But TNA is bringing the smoke to New York and Slammiversary this Sunday, meaning tomorrow. And the updates to this card went from fire to nuclear, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like that was just, they just kept.
I'm not even playing.
Better and better.
I'm not even playing. I actually have goosebumps reading this card, and that's crazy.
Yep.
To get that emotion, and I want to say this actually on the last video we did. I don't know when these videos are dropping, but I just want to say this. I want to make that point that when wrestling brings out some form of pure human emotion, I don't care if you're crying, if you're jumping out of your seat, if you get goosebumps, if it makes you think of your parents when you used to grow up and all that kind of stuff. When wrestling can bring out that pure emotion, it shows that WWE, TNA, AEW, whatever card you're watching is doing something right. As a wrestling fan, I have more excitement for this card than I can say, and you and I both have a mutual favoritism to this card as well, which we need to stipulate and we'll get into. But when a wrestling card makes me more excited for this than the Royal Rumble, I get more excited at WrestleMania than I do for Christmas, so that's huge. But Royal Rumble is my second favorite. I'm more excited for this card.
Bro, I'm really, really hype about this card, right? One of the things that made me want to fall in love with this card even more was when they put as a headline, you could say, when it was officially announced, title versus title, TNA versus NXT, Masha Slamovich versus JC James. You know what I mean? Especially after JC James won at WWE Evolution. You know, I was like, okay, yeah, this is going to be crazy. And to now think that, when was the last time that you sat down and watched wrestling and think that there is going to be a double champion that holds a TNA title and a WWE title? And that's about to happen tomorrow, bro.
This is my other thing. I'll add to this. When was the last time you thought a WWE title was not going to be held on WWE?
Bro, exactly my point. This is so fucking great. We have a personal bias that got announced to the card.
Hold on,
We'll
hold on.
talk about that
Don't jump away from this match. Don't jump away from. Let's just
But
cover this
we're
match
gonna-
right now.
Bro, listen, to me, this crown of a double champ is probably one of the most anticipated women's matches this year. I don't care what nobody tell me. Some people in the comments are gonna go crazy on me right now, especially because this match hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
But when this match happened, we're gonna get the same thing that we get every time. Bitch, you were right. Because trust me, this match is gonna freaking bang, bro. And I'm saying it right now, it might be maybe in the top 2 of the best matches in the whole event.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna add to this. I don't think so there are 2 people that I've seen wrestle more than anyone else since becoming a pro wrestling content creator. Okay. I have seen Speedball Mike Bailey wrestle the most. It just seems that every show I'm at, somehow Speedball's there, whether it be Smash Wrestling in London, Ontario, Canada, whether it be GCW in Tampa, or Rochester, New York, or at a TNA event. Somehow I'm always at a Speedball Mike Bailey match. And listen, if you've never seen Speedball live, it's 10 times better. The second person I have seen wrestle the most is Masha Slamovich. Masha loves working the Toronto and surrounding area indie promotions like Destiny and Smash. Shout out to the boys over there. My first experience of GCW was actually Speedball Mike Bailey versus Masha Slamovich for the GCW title because Nick Gage could not come to Canada. So Nick Gage,
great match, by the way.
She got put through the ring.
Bro, if you are watching this video and you haven't seen that match, I would say go watch it, come back to this video. And we're not supposed to say that.
No,
we want you to say it on video.
I'm dead serious. Dude, the craziest part was I was sitting it's called the Amphitheater where they held that show. They tore the ring apart, made a hole through the pine, and Speedball power bombed Masha through the ring to the concrete. The thud that you hear when a body drops 6 feet is insane. Okay. So back to this match, the love and respect I have for Masha Slamovich. Okay. The fact that Li Yi Ling is going to be involved. Yes. Also, a fellow Scouser, Zaya Brookside from Liverpool. She's involved, accompanying Masha. And then you have Fatal Influence. Sorry. I screwed up like Corey Graves did on NXT last week.
You heard me chuckle real quick. Right?
Fatal Influence. And by the way, Fatal Influence is everything that Toxic Attraction should have been.
Yes.
And JC Jane, I will say this, puts some respect on this woman's name. Over 4 years in NXT. And the fact that people are saying the most beatable champion, she's excellent in the ring. When she gets called up, bro, if they fumble her, I'm going to be furious because AEW should jump all over if she ever gets released.
Bro, not only Jesse Jane, everything you said, all the above, I agree 100% in, right? But I already, we had a lot of discussion about Masha. I already loved her. When Naomi left, and then Jordan became the champion, and then we all knew Jordan was next.
Yep.
Everybody was like, "What is the Knockouts division gonna do?" And I remember saying, "Masha, they'll be fine.
Masha,
they'll be absolutely fine." And here we are today.
Oh yeah,
they are absolutely fine. Jay-Z is doing great. I really hope Masha takes the W tomorrow. But you know how that is. But yeah, man. Either way, no matter how this match goes, I know I'm gonna love it.
Can I throw a
I
hot
know I'm
take
gonna
in?
love it. I'm here for it, and I'm here for the hot take.
Can I throw a hot take in? All right.
Yes.
This match ends in a no contest, DQ.
Oh, 100%.
Okay. But they run it back in 3 weeks at SummerSlam
100%.
because this is big enough. This match is big enough.
Yeah.
And the
thing is that this Slammiversary is proving that TNA is big enough.
Yeah.
I think at this point, like now you gotta have TNA back in the conversation of top promotions. I don't care what nobody tell me.
No, it's I'll tell you right now. And a lot of people, when they watch this video, a lot of people, and this is with respect, and you can crucify me in the comments, please. Actually, I want you to clip this. I want you to clip this because you're editing these videos. I want you to clip this. Crucify me in the comments because you love to do it anyways. But because of All In, people are on a massive AEW high right now. The number 2 promotion in the world is not AEW, it's TNA.
I 100% agree with this message. Stamp it. Stamp of approval, confirmed, hands down. TNA is the number 2 promotion next to WWE. Yep.
AEW,
I'm with it.
And that's not me shitting on AEW. That's just saying TNA has been able, as a small, virtually nothing promotion since Dixie Carter left in the early 2010s, to now with losing Scott D'Amore as well. I was
waiting to see if he was going to mention it.
With losing, he's Canadian, bro. He runs CML, so I can't not mention Scott. But I will say this: TNA has been able to do so good with such a minimal budget and put themselves in a position to say people are talking about us everywhere.
Yeah, but you got to give it to the fact that as of lately they have been able to use social media.
Yeah.
And they have used social media the right way with even, them showing up at Subway Mania, something so, social media-ish. And it's like they doing it the right way, man. They said, we're gonna team up with WWE. Okay, we just giving y'all NXT. Fine. We just want the spotlight. So they have been able to do it the right way. Everybody criticized when Joe Hendrick came in at WrestleMania and got destroyed in 30 seconds. Bro, you know how much eyes went to TNA after this? How many people were aware? I had people at my house watching of WrestleMania with me that said, "Who is this guy?"
Yep.
And now the other day, one of my coworkers, I showed up at work and he's listening to fucking Joe Henry, bro. Like, you understand what I'm saying? So they were like, okay, that's what you want us to do. Let's do it. They have been making all the necessary moves.
And I can't think of the saying right now, but you're going to add this into the video. They were given the spotlight and they were like Rihanna, shining bright like a diamond when it came to that. I'll tell you that right now. That put TNA over. They put TNA in the ring with Randy fucking Orton. Excuse me. Sorry.
Not only that.
That was late on the beep.
Not only that, but that also showed us that people are actually paying attention.
Yeah.
That whole stadium was singing Joe Hendry. You understand what I'm saying? That was telling to me. That was very telling to me.
And that's 100%. So before we get into that match, we need, I don't want this to be a prediction video, but we both agree that this is going to end in a DQ. Yeah. I think Fallon cost JC personally. I think Fallon.
I think so too.
I think that's the best way to go about it. So anyways, this is the one I want to talk about. I want to save our personal interest to the end because I think that's going to be just a long conversation. I want to talk about this one. I want to talk about the Nemeths versus the Hardys versus the Rascals versus First Class in a fatal 4-way ladder match. First thing. Vig, trivia. Since that's what Straight Shoot's all about, with Guess the Wrestler and trivia questions.
No, not today. Go ahead.
How many TLC matches has Jeff Hardy won?
Oh, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. Unpopular. I can't believe I'm about to say this, right? But I wasn't the biggest Jeff Hardy fan.
Me either, but I'm just saying I only found this out the other day. So this is why I'm throwing this out there. I'm not saying ladder. I'm not saying ladder matches. I'm saying TLC matches. How many TLC matches? Take a guess.
15.
0. Jeff Hardy has never won a TLC match.
Oh, you mean won? How many matches he won?
He has never won a TLC match, which is crazy.
I thought you meant how many TLC matches he was in. He was part of.
Oh, he's in tons of them, but he's never won one. It's wild. Okay, this match, dude, and this is speaking to the quality of TNA and what they've done in finding talent. And this is why TNA, like, if you look at this card, man, it's talent after talent after talent after talent after talent, like true talent. Like, you look at, and again, I'm not trying to shit on AEW, but you look at AEW outside the top 15 people on the AEW roster, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you really going to talk about? Like, you've got your Swerves, you got your Ospreys, you got your Hangmans, Moxley, Claudio, Darby, you got FTR, Edge, Danielson, Tony, Mercedes. That's
where's MJF?
MJF as well. Leave me alone. But my point being is
the AEW hive is gonna kill you for not mentioning MJF.
Whatever. They already do. They think they don't even think I watch the product. Anyways, my point being, look at this card. And maybe it's because I'm such a big indie guy. Okay? Macklin, AJ, Masha, Joe, Mike, Moose, Cardona, Alicia Edwards, Eddie Edwards, Myers, Blanchard, Hartwell, Steels, Alexander, Ali. Like, it is indie royalty on this card.
Yes, sir.
And I didn't even mention three other people that I'm a big fan of.
Yep.
So with this match, the ladder match, this match is gonna go off. Like, I actually think you said the women's match is probably top 2. This is your third. This is your top 3.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, but you know what's one thing though? With the ladder match, not the reason, but one of the things that gets me to say, damn, I wonder how, I'm pretty sure you look at the names of the people that's involved in this match, right? The Nemes, the Hardys, the Roscoes. There's no way that you can watch the Roscoes in a fucking tag team match and think that it's not going to be a great match, right? Fucking First Class. AJ Francis became, it's going to be a weird comparison, right? But with AJ Francis, what he has been able to do was like when WWE let Roman be heel and Roman was able to do his thing. That's the same shit with AJ Francis. Once he left WWE, once WWE released him, he came into indie and he has been able to do him. Yes. AJ, bro, he's a different person.
Have you
Don't talk to me.
Have you connected with AJ? Like, you tapped in with AJ, like been out with him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's AJ. Like, I don't know if people understand this,
bro, and that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
So he was able to be him, and it has been great. Now, we do got to keep in mind, one of the best thing about SmackDown has been the tag team division, and they have run this match, a fatal 4-way ladder match, and all of that. SmackDown have run this, and any time that they have done this match, it has been a great match,
and we've talked about it for weeks after.
Yes. So I'm expecting this to be a banger, and I know it's gonna be a banger, bro. Bro, you can't miss with the people you got in this match. You cannot miss.
Do you think First Class come out with this. I think for the work that AJ has done, nothing against Casey Navarro, because Casey is his own entity, right? Nothing against Casey, but like when you think of First Class, you think of AJ. Everything and credit to AJ. I don't want to see this a Hardy's farewell tour win. But I think just for what AJ has done for the product of TNA, bringing in BDE, I don't think many people know, and I'm not going to give too many details out, but the other year when all the influencers were involved with showing TNA, that was because of AJ. AJ was the one to start that.
Yep.
And say, you want to get our eyes on TNA? This is how you do it. And he was a major influence in that. So,
but he's very in tune with social media and how social media work. Yep. The other thing with AJ Francis is he's a fucking hustler, bro. He's gonna hustle his way into putting himself in a great position.
Yeah.
And with that, elevate the product in any way that he can. Right? He's doing his shit in Raw too, and in Raw Reality of Wrestling. He's killing it over there.
Yeah. He just moved to Houston,
bro. Wherever you put him, he's doing his thing.
Yeah.
And, it goes back to one conversation that me and you had at one point, because everybody makes a big deal when people get released for WWE. Sometimes it's the best thing that could happen to some people. And in AJ Francis' case, it was the best thing, because that top dollar character was not it. It was not it.
It was the nerfed version of who AJ is.
Exactly.
It was the nerfed version.
So yeah, I'm very hype about that match. That's one, bro. The crazy thing is that if I go, I'm gonna be saying that same quote for every match. I'm very hype about this match. I like this fucking card from top to bottom, bro.
Yeah. I don't want to spend too much time on this card or on this. I want to spend a lot of time on this card, but I'm on this match. Because it deserves to be talked about, but there's others that have a lot more riding on it. Mustafa Ali versus Cedric Alexander,
bro,
dude,
another two examples of people getting the best opportunity of their life after being released by WWE.
Yeah, I think
Mustafa Ali became one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite wrestlers.
Yep.
When he left WWE.
Yeah. I couldn't stand him in WWE. And, to be honest, I've met him in person. Absolutely quality human being.
Yes, I've heard that.
But in WWE, it was like, and I'm not trying to do the stereotype of culture, but I felt like WWE treated him just like they did to Muhammad Hassan back in the early 2000s. I hated that.
I have a lot of arguments with people online, because they always tell me the same thing. Why do you got to bring race and culture into things? And I'm like, because that's just how the world is.
Yeah.
And it's just is what it is. The person that Mustafa Ali is facing, you could put him in the ring with a fucking broom and he'll make the broom look better than half the roster in WWE.
Yep.
Why is this? Why didn't this guy get an amazing treatment? Cedric Alexander is a freaking great wrestler.
He's insane.
I cannot wait for this match just because of how insane this match is going to be, bro.
I personally think this kicks off the show. They need...
no.
Hold on. I think it kicks off the show. You might disagree. This might kick off the show just to get the crowd for crazy up spots and a fast-paced match. I think this should be the one that kicks off the show.
You really want to get everybody hype and then let them drop after a match, bro?
What match makes them drop? The TNA, no disrespect to the women, but the Knockouts World Tag Championship? Is that the one that's going to make them drop? I can't see a match that you drop on. Maybe Tessa Indy, but the story on Tessa Indy is insane.
We're gonna get to Tessa and Indy as well, because Indy is another one of those people got let go by WWE, and it's like, when you break up with your first girlfriend, when y'all in the 8th grade,
Yeah.
you break up with her and y'all go to different high school, but then you see her when she's a fucking sophomore and you're like, what the fuck happened here? bro, that's indie, bro. That's what happened with Indie Hartwell, dog. Like
100%.
she is fucking killing it, bro. The minute she got released, she posted that blog on YouTube. I remember I sent you the link and I told you, I'm like, yo, wherever she goes off, it's gonna be a problem.
She's going off.
When I saw her on the HOG, fucking killed it. I loved it, bro. And that's when I was like, why didn't we get this before? You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm extremely happy for Indy Hartwell. Tessa, like we were saying in the video that we recorded before this one, Tessa is getting to the point where she's kind of overriding all the drama and all the things from the past. And I think this is great for her. You understand what I'm saying? This is great for her. She's going in a good pace. I love it.
I think she's what the big thing with Tessa. I agree with everything you said about Indy. Hey, we're in the night. We're 3-0. We agree.
I know.
What the fuck is going on? Anyways, but with Tessa, if anyone knows about overcoming things, I can definitely relate. But Tessa, I think she's repackaged herself very well. She has almost leaned into the drama to almost make it part of her. She walks around with the massive chip on her shoulder. And in pro wrestling, I think that's one of those things that really works is if you lean into what's being thrown at you. Like you can throw
because you become relatable.
Yeah, you can throw shit. You can throw shit and mud at the wall, and if it's not a good consistency, it's not gonna fucking stick, right?
Yep.
Somehow, but if you go lean up against the wall, you're gonna stay there, right? And you're gonna help brace everything that's coming down. I genuinely think Tessa Blanchard in the next 2 years will have moved herself into a very positive position to elevate herself to the next level. I'm not saying that WWE is going to hire her, but when we talk about we talked about this, who was after Jordan? It was Masha. Now who's after Masha? It's Tessa. Like
There's nobody else.
There's like you look at the women's roster, like you've got, I'm looking at the names here right now, and there's no one that jumps off the page. Maybe Indy, and this could carry it, but there's not really, unless Steph DeLander's neck is fully healed in a year.
But that's we talking about a neck injury, bro.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think Tessa is the next one after Masha.
Yeah.
And I think it's well deserved. And if it's not Tessa, it has to be Indy. But how dedicated is Indy to just TNA? Because we seen her involved with HOG and all that stuff. I think TNA at the pace that they're going and what they're doing now, they need more people like Mike Santana and more people like Masha that are full TNA to the core. Moose is one of them.
Yeah.
Which we're gonna talk about that match because that match
we can do that one next.
Yeah.
Let's get
into it.
Let's
segue into that. Yeah. Right. So we got Moose with the TNA X division, the longest X division champion in TNA, and Moose, right? He going against Leon. I think.
Sorry, I'm just
what
I laugh. I'm gonna let you get your point out, but I laugh thinking about Moose as the X Division champion, and it just runs it back to when Samoa Joe was X Division champion.
Bro, yes, like there's no way that Moose should be in the X Division, but I'm gonna tell you one thing. It elevated the fuck out that title, out that division. Yeah. It elevated to the point where we going to where I'm about to say now. So TNA is entering a new era and all that shit. Entering this new era, Leon has to come out of this as the champion.
Hands down.
It has to be, and ironically, even though Moose shouldn't be an X Division champion, ironically, Moose is the right person to put him over.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You understand what I'm saying?
I completely agree with it.
When you have people like Moose, to me is like Steve Macklin and shit like that. Like those are the TNA guys.
They're the heartbeat. They're the valves of the heart for TNA.
Exactly. So if you need to be put over, it would have to be one of these guys.
Yeah.
So I think Leon is in a great position.
Amazing position.
It's time.
Yeah.
Moose already got he made a record as the longest X Division champion. He have proved himself. To me, Moose is at that Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, CM Punk level where I don't need a title for my match to be something that you want to watch.
Exactly. Especially if you're a major TNA fan. So I agree with that. And then I actually think, depending on the result of the TNA championship match, if Santana comes out on top, I think Moose confronts him like before the show ends.
Definitely.
So that's good, because that's old blood TNA versus someone who bleeds new blood TNA. And it's like, okay, now you get to show me your worth. You have something that I carried for so long. Like, think about it. After the fallout of like AJ Styles and all those guys leaving TNA, the only person that you really think about next to Josh Alexander is Moose
and Steve Macklin.
Macklin, yeah. So no,
go ahead. Yeah, I think so. And I think if we are going, like I said, with the way I'm looking at it, we're going into a new generation of TNA. After this Slammiversary, I think this is where it starts. Mike Santana needs to be the champion. I'm sorry, guys.
You want to go into this match? Okay, let's go into it.
But no. I'm saying it because if we're talking about Moose and what's next for Moose, it would have to be that.
Yeah.
It wouldn't. I don't see anything else. I don't see anywhere else where they could go. Yeah. Let's talk about the undercard a little bit before we get into the TNA World Championship. Matt Cardona and the Syndicate, bro. There's nothing that Matt could do that's wrong in my book. Anything that this guy does.
Oh, you mean the system? Sorry, you mean the system?
Yep, the system. My bad. Yes. Anything that he does to me is like, check, good, let's go.
Yeah. No, there's a lot of people that struggle once they get released from WWE to find themselves. Matt Cardona isn't just someone who found themselves. He is the goddamn blueprint to finding yourself as a released WWE superstar. You know?
Yep.
Him and Nick Nemeth. Okay?
Yeah, you got to give it to Nick. Yeah.
But Cardona, and it's kind of funny, you look at Shotzi. She's taken the Matt Cardona playbook and run with it, you know? So, no, this match, Brian Myers, Eddie Edwards, JDC, and I think Alicia Edwards is probably going to be out there as well, versus Dark State. My biggest concern here, dude, like I'm actually nervous about this match. I popped when the system showed up on TNA or NXT. I thought that was great. But Dark State is being booked as a dominant, terrifying force. Kind of like the Shield. Right. Yes, there's a lot of similarities. If Dark State lose this, there is a problem. I think personally, it's a failed project that needs to be taken away.
No, I think this is the case where the smaller brand is putting the bigger brand over.
You think Dark State wins?
I think the system put them over. Matt Cardona put them over.
See, I don't see that.
Because but that's what I'm saying. So if Dark State take a L here,
Yeah.
it's gonna kill the aura that they have and the story they have going on. You understand? I'm not saying that they're gonna demolish Matt Cardona in the system, but I think they put him over.
Okay. I think we're on separate ends of the table on this one, but don't get me wrong. This is gonna be a brutal match, and the weird part is like Cardona can do brutal matches, Eddie can do brutal matches, Myers can do brutal matches. JDC, I don't know, which is weird to me, because this is what we're gonna see what JDC really brings to the table when it comes to being on like a WWE style card again. But it's also going to bring out something from Cutler James, because they haven't really been utilizing Cutler James in matches on TNA or NXT.
Yeah,
Jesus,
yeah.
I'm getting these so confused right
TNA.
now.
You're getting them all confused, but I know what you meant, but I gotta get used to the fact I'm correcting it, because even though I know what you mean, though, people watching might not know.
Yeah,
but
so
yeah.
It's one of those ones I sit there and I'm like, fuck, like I want to see. This might be the match I get lost in. It's gonna be the one that I'm like, I just don't know. Like that's where I'm at with this match.
Yeah. But that's where I go into a little bit of logic.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I say that they might put Dark State over.
Okay.
Because it's gonna kind of kill them if they don't.
Yeah.
Sure. And before we move on from this, Matt Cardona should be an inspiration for any man in the world. First, you recreate yourself, you elevate yourself, you become a god, and then you get a wife like Chelsea Green. You are winning a life, Matt. You are one of my heroes.
Did I ever tell you I refereed one of Chelsea Green's matches before she was Chelsea Green?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, Van Isle Pro Wrestling up in Nanaimo, British Columbia, Canada. Small little indie promotion over in Victoria. And I got to referee a couple of matches for a couple of shows in a Legion, which is like a small armory. Up in Nanaimo.
We'll have to look for that match.
No,
bro.
dude, it was. I don't even think there was cameras. It was. It was so many years ago. This was Chelsea before the boobs. I'll tell you that. So, yeah, this girl
before the boobs is crazy. Right?
Yeah. So, but no, I got to referee one of her matches. She lost, which is typical. But anyways, the Elegance brand and the Inspirations.
I think this is like the only match in this card that I'm not really that invested in.
Yeah. And they're gonna put the titles on the Inspirations, that's for sure. I feel bad for Ash by Elegance. My bad. Ash by Elegance, not Dana Brooke.
Do you think she needs to be put in the singles run now after this?
I don't think. I really love her as a singles heel. I just don't know the marketability behind her. And this whole conversation has kind of just died on this topic. I don't know what the marketability behind her is. And that's the biggest thing. You need to be able to be marketed. And she's very good. I know she helps out with the roster and the women on the roster over in TNA. I just don't know. So that's all I gotta say on it.
This is one of those where, like I said, I like everything in me, because you know me and my support for women's wrestling.
Yes.
And my support for indie wrestling. And my support for TNA. So all these three things matches in, but this is one where I'm not invested. You know what I mean? Like, and kind of messed up. I kind of was actually glad that is the pre-show match. It's on the pre-show.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't see
how you could put that match in between anything else.
No. But
that's on the card.
Then again, the next match that we're going to flow into, which I think we both have a personal bias in, how the fuck is that on the pre-show? Like, I don't get it. I don't get how it's on the pre-show.
You know how I see this? I see this as TNA saying, you know what? WWE gave us a break. We're gonna give you guys a break.
Yeah.
I think fourth rope. I think fourth rope and the three amazing guys that is from fourth rope that are involved in this match, right?
Mm.
Even if they in the pre-show, they need to take this as a fucking thank you.
Yeah.
And show the fuck off. And we know all three of these guys are going to show off.
Here, do me a favor.
We know that shit for a fact.
Before we go any further in this, better. I'm so proud of our boy. I'm not going to get sympathetic, or I'm not going to get emotional on this, but I'm proud of our boy. So first off, you said 3 guys. Go back and watch that promo from Zoe. He mentions 5 guys. And people missed it.
I missed it.
He said, I'm going to show up with the 4th rope world heavyweight champion, Zilla Fatu.
Right.
I'm going to bring a bishop. Mm-hmm. And he goes, and I know some good brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody missed that because they were all freaking out. And obviously when I was editing my clip, I'm like, good brothers.
Yeah.
Shit.
The minute he mentioned Zilla, I went crazy. And when he mentioned Bishop, I was like, fuck yes. And then everything else was like a blank for me.
But there's no shaking the other team. Steve Macklin, Mr. TNA, Jake something, who personally, like, I've met Jake. Jake as a person is awesome. I love Jake something, okay? And then you look at Mance Warner and Steph DeLander. I'm just gonna tell a quick story here. GCW down in Tampa. It was the last time I was down there, and it was when Zilla went flying off the ring apron through that table in the aisleway, or through that door. And it was his first match against Mance Warner, where he lost in a roll-up. By the way, go check that out. You've never seen that clip. I sat backstage in the locker room after that show, and Mance Warner and Effie had this violent match. And I mean, screwdrivers to the head. Like, there was a lot going on in that match. Before the match, Mance, I don't want to go too deep into it, but after the match, Mance Warner looked at me and he goes, he goes, is there a bar in here? I'm just like, yeah. And he goes, do they have any beer on tap? And I'm like, yeah. And he goes, go tell him it's for one of the wrestlers. Grab me 2 pitchers. I'm like, okay. But here's the funniest part. When he's asking me, there's still blood pumping out of his skull.
That's fucking crazy,
and then Effie comes back and sits down, and there's blood pumping out of Effie. And I come back and I'm like, here you go. And they just both went. So Mance Warner and Steph DeLander are like nothing to shake your head at as well. So this match, I struggle to understand how it's on the pre-show.
Yeah, I don't understand why it's on the pre-show. Maybe it's on the pre-show because, like I said, they mentioned it. They added it to the card when yesterday?
2 days ago. 2 days ago.
2 days ago. Yeah. Right. And it was a great addition to the card. I still don't understand why it's on the pre-show. This is a little hot take. Enzo had the best promo for this whole event.
Insane.
Enzo promo was the best promo for this whole fucking event.
Dude, there is, again, I go back to what I said earlier. I don't know if it was on this video or a previous video. If you haven't watched both videos, you got to make sure you go back and watch them. But point being, when you get emotion from something, it's hands down 100 times better in pro wrestling.
Bro, you know what's my favorite thing about that shit? Since you were talking about people that overlooked shit and didn't see it, right?
Yeah.
What championship does Enzo hold?
I don't know the name of it.
Okay. Do you notice that his promo is a paid advertisement? Yo, I was like, touche, bro. Like, that was fucking amazing. The fact that they did that. I still say best promo so far.
I loved
Great
I
guys.
love the American Gangster pulls and the lines that he pulled from American Gangster for his promo there. When you cross that bridge, you got to check in. Dude, that personally, I think that was one of the next to Denzel, where Cuba Gooding Jr. fucks up in the club, right? And Cuba and he goes, oh, my man. That was a cold line. That line was cold. But when the cop says to Russell, whatever his name is, next time you cross that bridge, you make sure it's safe before you do so. You check in with me to make sure it's safe. Bro, Enzo takes that? Dude, this could be a bloodbath. Yes, Zilla's from Houston. Bishop's from, I think, Ohio. But, like, this could have been a bloodbath style match. You know?
It could have.
The way they built it. So, I am, again, as his friend. I am
extremely happy.
Yeah.
I am extremely happy because what we were saying earlier, too. There's definitely going to be some WWE of sex in there that's going to be looking at things, right? Our boy Z has gotten a lot of following and a lot of eyes on him. There's still a lot of people that watch TNA that don't watch other indies that are going to see my boy in the ring.
Yep.
And you know, seeing the trajectory and the come up has been, and witnessing and documenting everything, because other than Malcolm, you and I have been the people to
put him over,
to document his career. Not put him over. I say document. You know, I document a lot of his career. So it's literally you, myself, and Malcolm.
Hey, physically, I still have a scar on my back from that death match in Houston, all right? I had a chunk of glass in my neck because of this boy. No, but dead serious. Like, shout out to Zilla. I'm so proud of him. I cannot wait to see what he does in TNA. I want to say this, though, just quickly. With the people that are going to have their eyes on Slammiversary, is this a step to TNA? Or is this a step to to NXT?
Remember, like a year ago, we were having a conversation. He was in the conversation with us.
Yeah, he was on the phone, wasn't he?
and you remember what I said when they were having this AEW and all this conversation? What promotion did I tell you and him he should go to? TNA. I think, believe it or not, TNA, because of his style of wrestling and the fact that he liked to use his social media and he involves his social media a lot. Zilla is also one of those wrestlers that like to spend time with his fans when he's at the venues and shit like that. TNA could be the developmental for him.
Yeah.
I think if I was in the managing position, I'll use TNA as his developmental. When you get to WWE, go straight main roster.
Yeah, go straight main roster.
Because that's the way I see it. Now, my question, and this is a very, 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 very serious question for you. Who takes the Triple Z? Steve Macklin, Jake? One of those two have to do it.
I'm going the other way. I'm going with Mance.
Well, Mance could sell it.
Mance is taking it. Mance is taking it.
But I know Mance could sell it, but Steve Macklin takes a Triple Z and it becomes bigger.
Yeah. I think because it's Mr. TNA, it's got to be.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so we're going to agree Zilla gets the pin. Like,
I think
Bishop, okay, he's there. I think he's a great choice. Enzo, I think he was the best to sell this. Z, it has to be the Triple Z. into the finish.
Yeah. From Bishop. Coming from Bishop.
From Bishop, yeah. Yeah, it can't be anyone else but Macklin.
It has to be Macklin, bro. If you, regardless, he's getting pulled over. He's getting pulled over in this. He's getting put over. We know that, right?
Hands down.
But he gets put over if Macklin takes the Triple C.
Yeah, hands down. Question: who does Steph take the bump from? Zilla?
Zilla.
Zilla?
I think.
Imagine.
I think he's the only. I think that, yeah.
To Mance. Mance moves out of the way. Steph takes the bump. Oh, bro. Book it.
Mm-hmm.
Book it. Hey, TNA, I didn't steal the script, but if you want it back, I added some pointers, okay? Anyways, I think we beat that one to death, dude. We're both proud of our boy.
100%. I'm glad. I love this for him. I hope this is the gates being wide open for him to go into TNA. I think TNA is a deserving place for him, and one of those places where I would love to see him developing into that next step.
Yeah.
Because like we mentioned, TNA is right at the border of the top 3 promotions in WWE. I mean, in wrestling, not in WWE.
Yeah. Either way, like he's going to kill it. Very, very, very proud of him. As a friend, as a brother, my daughter calls him Uncle Z. Just blessed to kind of be in that. So,
yep.
I'm looking forward to, I think this is my highlight of the weekend, 100%. And, I actually, nobody knows this, but I actually got to hear his theme music for TNA earlier today. I was talking to the guy that produced it for him, and I'm overly excited. There might be a little bit of a over emotion from me when his music hits. There might be a little bit over the top emotion, so I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Let's get into the main events, which I'm going to be overly critical on this.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
No,
wait.
No, hold on. Go on.
Are we going to talk about the other big thing after the main event?
If you want.
Okay, so let's talk main event.
We can go to main event, and then you can lead that one.
Okay.
I hate, and this is nothing on Trick Williams. I hate that the TNA title has been held by a WWE superstar in the manner that they have told the story. I don't like that it's just been in the safest way, because everyone's critical of what I say. In the safest way, the TNA title being held by Trick Williams has been worn like a chain around your neck. Like,
but that's part of the story.
I know it's part of the story, but I don't like it, and it's
but that's the whole point.
No, and that's fair.
The story was written that way for you to hate it.
Yeah, again, but I understand how writing works. Like, I don't like. Okay, personally, I don't like how Tiffany Stratton has carried the women's title. I think it's
they have done shits with the women's title.
Okay,
yeah.
So like in that terms of things, I don't like it in that way. You can have bad booking and then bad writing. For me, this has been bad writing. I agree. That's my version of it.
Well, I don't necessarily agree with it, because I think that's the whole point. I think it was done that way to show that, Trick Williams is trying to he's trying to big dog the shit out of people in TNA. And he's not putting the respect on the prestigious TNA World Heavyweight Championship. But in the story, you do have somebody that the TNA Championship means everything to him. That the TNA Championship is prestigious.
Yes.
In Mike.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's meant to feel that way. So I think they have executed because that what you said is a common theme online.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? And I think it's great.
I've never said it out loud that I'm not a fan of it,
Mhm.
but I also think like it's the triple threat. It's viral TNA versus the heart of TNA versus literally the way I envision Trick Williams holding the TNA title is like, you know, when you like design your bathroom and you just put that thing in the corner that's like a flower pot that you just put on the top of your toilet. That's how I envision TNA's title to Trick Williams in the writing. Guys,
Yes.
I'm not talking realism here. I'm talking the way it's been
personally, right?
It's been told. Or personally. I'm saying the way it's been told. The TNA title is literally just a accessory in Trick Williams' bathroom. That's how I feel.
And that's how it's supposed to be for him.
Yeah. And like being a TNA guy, like I love TNA. I love indies. I love everything about it. So to see like if this was the NWA title, I probably wouldn't even watch the product to see the NWA title disrespected. You know, that's like, if you're to talk about titles for me, WWE Championship, just because of the legacy of it, right? The NWA World Heavyweight Championship, just because of who held it and then who went to WWE.
The lineage,
And then the TNA title for me. Like that is, those are the top three for me. So to see it being held in such a way, and then you've got viral TNA, the guy who really, I think, made WWE take a second glance at
responsible for that. The guy responsible for that. Yes,
exactly. And then Mike Santana, who bet on himself, the heart of TNA. You know, so this is my point being is I want to be excited for this, and I know the match is going to be good. If Trick Williams walks out with the TNA title, I think it will be a massive low on the high of what Slammiversary is going to be. So God's honest opinion.
I think that it was booked that way, and big shout out to Trick Williams for actually being able to sell this character to the point that you hate the fact that he is a TNA champion.
Yeah.
Bro, you have to, in my opinion, after this shit, Trick Williams has to go straight to the main roster.
Of course he does.
You cannot bring Trick Williams after this to NXT anymore.
No.
He has to go straight main roster.
Oh, right? Shit. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And I think that's what it's made for.
Yeah.
Again, I go back to the comment that I made to you earlier. I think this is TNA going into that new generation because they are stepping into new grounds, right? And if they doing that, right, Mike Santana is the quarterback for this. Of course. So I don't see how Mike walk out of this not being the champion.
Yeah, it's built for Mike, because I also see Joe Hendry being done with TNA as well.
Oh no, yeah, WWE.
Like I think after Slammiversary, Joe Hendry takes a little bit of a break and finds his way to the main roster somehow, or NXT. And it
shows up. Yeah, I think after WrestleMania and the reaction to people to him at WrestleMania had TKO like,
sign him up. Yep. Let it go. So yeah, my point being on this match is
before we keep going, before you keep going, can you imagine Joe Hendry versus LA Knight at any pay-per-view?
The crowd wouldn't know what to do.
Exactly, but the crowd will go bananas just in the entrance alone.
Oh, of course.
That's a money match right there.
Of course. I want to say
marketable as fuck.
I want to say one more thing. Do you think, and this is going to lead and segue into what you want to talk about, do you think this stays as a triple threat?
You knew exactly where I wanted to go with this.
Do you think this stays as a triple threat? We are over an hour almost into this video.
Bro, I hate that you know me so well.
No, like I said in the last video, bro, like we basically family at this point. But do you think this stays
Fatal
as a
four-way all the way, dog?
With,
bro, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy because I was thinking that this Slammiversary will be what also takes TNA to collab with main roster WWE. And turning this into a fatal four-way, this is a hot take, people. Turning this into a fatal four-way with AJ Styles and have Dominic be the reason why AJ doesn't win, not only sells SummerSlam for me, but adds more collaboration between main roster and TNA.
Bro, that is more overbooked than WrestleMania 40 Night 2.
But it works.
No, it does work.
Overbooking works.
For TNA, over like booking like that would be hundreds of millions of views.
Yeah, but regardless of what,
yeah, go ahead.
Regardless of what, anything that has to do with AJ Styles, I still think Dominic will be involved.
Oh, somehow. You put Dominic down in a AAA, he got involved. You put Dominic over in TNA, get him involved. And that's good building for Dominic as well.
And the fucking storyline between Dominic and AJ Styles has been one of the most entertaining shit I've seen in a while, bro. I fucking love it.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great SummerSlam match for AJ Styles. And the fact that, remember, everything with Dominic is over the top and everything with Dominic is over disrespectful and make people hate the shit out of him. What would make people hate Dominic more than AJ Styles is finally back in TNA and here comes Dominic Mysterio and do some stupid shit?
I got one.
I got one. I got possibility, one bro.
Dude, I got one that's gonna hurt you. Like it's going to hurt your soul.
Mm-hmm.
You want to market TNA? Make this a fatal four-way. Break the heart of TNA, and Santana does not win.
Nah, bro. I will not watch.
Wait. I'm not done. Make it a fatal four-way. AJ Styles pins Santana. Okay? Wait for it. The feud goes to Monday Night Raw. AJ Styles walks on to Monday Night Raw as the new TNA champion. They book the match for SummerSlam, title for title at SummerSlam. AJ Styles versus Dominic Mysterio. Dominic wins at SummerSlam.
Bro, shut the fuck up already, bro. Listen. The crazy shit is that the booking is so wild and crazy that it will make amazing TV. Right? But
I'm telling you right now. The other reason I'm saying it that way is coming out of Slammiversary, I guarantee Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, WWE and TKO announced the purchase of TNA. Next week we are going to get the purchase of TNA. Simple.
Bro, I think that I think if WWE, if TKO does get TNA, like I said.
Go ahead. I'm just thinking of that booking over again.
Bro, that booking is crazy.
There's a fucking clip.
That shit is gonna live rent free in my mind for the next fucking week.
You're gonna be panicking.
Bro, I'm gonna be watching that shit panicking the fuck out. Nah, bro. So, if TKO purchased TNA, QB1 for TNA is Mike Santana.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't think there's anybody else, and I mean this with the most respect possible. I don't think there's anybody else in TNA that's more marketable.
I have one. Than
Mike Santana for the type of crowd
Yep.
that they about to embark on.
Yep.
I don't think so.
I have one.
Alexander?
Or no. And it's actually, I'm going to say this. For every major name, you need to have a major, like, for your yang, you need your yang, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think moving into the future, because obviously Trick is going to go main roster. Joe's going to go WWE. Santana is going to hold the title. Let's be real. Let's come back down to reality here. Not my AJ Dom
please.
stuff.
Please. That shit gave me a headache, bro.
You liked it though.
Fucking AJ Styles and Dominic Mysterio at SummerSlam. Title versus title, bro. Intercontinental title versus TNA Championship, bro. I
can't wait to see. I can't wait to see the clip that you put out for that. That's gonna be like the craziest clip you put out. No, the yang, like the yin for the yang is AJ Francis. It's AJ Francis. I'm sorry. Francis has to be. He's been the guy for TNA that has really built the company. What he's done on the indies has gotten him to help build Raw. Like the fucking guy.
Look, bro, I'm about to. This is a hot take that a lot of people online is gonna hate me for, and probably they're gonna crucify me for this.
Okay.
Right? You ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
If it wasn't because of AJ Francis, Joe Henry would have been who Joe Henry is right now.
Facts.
AJ Francis made people love Joe Henry so much.
And this isn't us trying to glaze AJ Francis. This is just someone putting in incredibly good creative work, feeding into the hate that the IWC, I'm looking dead in the camera, the IWC put on him, and he said, fuck y'all, just watch. Sorry.
With 3 middle fingers.
Sorry, hold on. Let me just do this again. He said, so there you go. So I'm just saying.
I think, but that's where I was going, right? So if TNA is moving into a new era where it's going to be more marketable and all of that, right?
Yeah.
Hopefully they stay big filled the way Slammiversary is. It feels big. It feels up there, right? I wish that TNA stays up there.
Yeah.
And Mike Santana definitely QB1. Mike Santana is the guy. He's the most marketable guy. He's the most pure TNA guy other than Steve Macklin and Alexander Moose and those guys, right? The best heel for him is AJ Francis.
Hands down.
At this point, it's AJ Francis.
Yeah, Ali could move up there. Cedric could move there. Nemeth could move there. I'm not even gonna disrespect him. Zachary Wentz could move there. Honestly, I believe that. I think Zachary Wentz is marketable enough.
I think so too.
There's some guys coming over from the UK over at Progress that I think could be really valuable to TNA.
And as much as people are going to think I'm glazing, who's the perfect heel for any of those names that you just mentioned? AJ Francis. It's a common dominator.
Yeah, hands down. Because he makes people better. And I think that's what people missed. Like, okay, do you remember, and we got to wrap this up. We are so fucking far past what
People's going to love it, bro.
Yeah, we are so far past. We got to wrap it up. But the one thing I want to say is, who was the last person or the last SmackDown that Bray Wyatt was in the ring with? AJ Francis.
Last person for the last one. Yeah.
AJ Francis. Montreal.
Yeah.
Montreal. And then, actually, okay, what people don't know is Bray and LA Knight had a dark match right after that SmackDown in a tables match. But the last time Bray Wyatt was in something on television, it was with AJ Francis and Hit Row. And for WWE to believe that there was a story there,
It's for a reason.
It's for a reason, and it falls back to AJ because he probably sold them some form of booking.
Yeah, I think so. I think, like you said before, I, tell you the last opinion, we at 1 hour and 13 minutes right now. And I'm pretty sure. Hey, you know what? We're gonna drop this episode as an audio on Spotify and all of that. I think it's gonna be the best way for people to enjoy it and all of that. XM Radio, start calling up. We available.
iHeart. Yo,
Yeah,
bust it open. I know you don't have 24 hours of content, bro. I know you can. Hey, listen. I got love for Denise, but you can only put Denise so many times on your fucking.
Bro, bust it open. It's like 3 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Anyways, let's come back. Okay,
Yeah.
we took a left. Slammiversary.
Yeah.
Is gonna be make or break for TNA. I think more make. I think is gonna go into a new generation for them, new stage for them, bigger stage.
Yeah.
I think this card was so well put together, bro. I don't care in what order you give me this card, I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna enjoy every match except the Knockouts Tag Team Championship.
This may actually be the best Slammiversary TNA card I've seen since the Aces and Eights were involved.
Okay. All right. I should have let you finish.
Yeah, you should have let me finish, bro. I know you like to cut me off a lot, even when we have phone calls. I'm talking. It's just like, yeah, but I thought about this, bro. No, since the Aces and Eights and Bully Ray, not that Hogan shit with Brooke. No, fuck that shit. But I'm talking like true Aces and Eights, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, like. But anyways, we'll get into that in the future. Anyways, guys, if you have stuck with us this long, please check the socials down below. Vidge, plug yourself.
It's your boy Vidge, Vigilante Talk. Let's talk about it because that's what you follow me for, or should follow me. TVT, we're gonna keep coming at you.
Yeah, this is a new segment fully executed on the Straight Shoot wrestling platform. Like always, guys, be good people.